Hello from Western New York. And that looks good. Today, we're planting a few more gladiolas. Not as many as I did last time, which took me about 2 weeks to do, which is 112 bulbs, you know, some of which I put over in here. Roughly 50, about 50 or so of them, right, put in here. And a bunch more down there. Might end up putting a few more down there, but I'm going to try and fill in this area with some of the ones I just recently purchased from the dollar store. I got 4 packages. Cost me $8, you know. Of course, unlike the ones from Walmart, which had anywhere between 8 and 16 bulbs, these ones only hold 6 apiece, so I only have 2 dozen, which isn't a whole lot. But it should be enough to fill out this area, and maybe have a little bit of a third row. And this will be my tool. Good digging shovel. And of course, a good pair of gloves. I mean, always use them. Now let's start off with looking at the gladiolus. This is something called a sky mixture. It contains purples and whites. You know, I think it's going to be a lighter shade of purple as opposed to the one package of purple and white that I purchased from Walmart. And basically, after I show you the rest, I'm going to see about putting them in here and mixing them all up. So, got a sky, which is essentially a white and purple. Valentine's mix. It's got red and pink. Aptly named, obviously. Sugar plum mixture. It's got some purples, it's got some yellows, and it's got some red. I'll get you a closer look at them in a bit. Then we got Easter Joy mixture, which looks a lot like the pastel mix in my opinion. It's got some pink, it's got some peach, it's got some light red, it's got some yellow, and it's got some orange and some white. In fact, one of each, I think. Here's the sky mixture. It's got some lovely purple and some lovely white. Valentine's mix. I think that's right here, about here should be good. It's got some red, it's got some pink. Sugar plum mix. Like I said, it's got some violet, it's got some yellow. And we got the Easter mix, again, yellow, pink, peach, white. And of course, if you've seen my previous video on planting gladiolas, you might recognize this guy. Seems I got a little bulb that broke off. Bonus. again, I'm putting these in the bucket, mix them around. That way the result is going to be truly random. I won't know what's popping up. And of course you won't know what's popping up either. And of course, since these are mixed anyways, I wouldn't have known which was going to be which in the first place, okay? This is just more fun. That being said, I hope that the bulbs I have are good ones. And I do hope that they do grow. And when you spend money on things, you hope that your money is at least well spent. Don't really need to do a whole lot of mixing, you know. After all, these were all mixes, you know. Wouldn't have known which color I was going to get in the first place. Now, with this shovel, I can dig down 6 inches and I can space some out 6 inches. Now, I did clear out a weed that was over here. Hopefully I didn't dig on my previous attempt, you know. You kind of want to have an idea as to what's the top and what's the bottom. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it takes a second look. We'll put that there for now. That way it isn't poking me. Get out any problematic roots, get out any problematic stones. Now, and then you just put the dirt back on top.
Making way too much noise over there, Andy.
Really? I'm just making a YouTube video, Arnie.
I know.
Seems everybody's up this morning. Planting some gladiolas.
Yeah?
Yep. Two dozen of them. Which should be much easier given that they already put in 120 of them. Well, not 120. 112 of them already. Got 6 of this stuff done. That gives me 18 left. Also known as 9 more holes to go.
I'm going to start.
What?
Maybe when it starts, I'm going to go out in that shed over there where Bud had his work shed.
Yeah.
I'm going to start cleaning that out.
That's nice to know.
And since I got to get a hobby.
You can always take up gardening and making YouTube videos.
I'd rather have hives. I remember when I was young, my mom and dad would make us work in the garden when we were young.
Great, we're getting an interview at the same time.
They don't interest me at all to do a garden anymore. Yeah, it was so...
Yep, because what you put in the ground, you had to eat. And that was my cousin, that was my aunt's companion. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. well, 14 more bulbs. That's the little one. Might end up throwing that in somewhere. Might put it in the next hole. Yeah. I do not know if this little guy is going to make it, but nothing wrong with giving it a chance. And if it makes it, good. And if it doesn't, in any case, I only got 6 more holes to dig. Well, actually, yep, 6 more holes to dig. Might rain a little bit. Hopefully not while I'm digging. Hopefully. All that effort to dig up a slope. Personally, I kind of hope these all come up. Well, at least most of them. I mean, the other ones are coming up. As you can see by some of the taller grasses. 10 more. You know what? I think, you know what? Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put some more on the other side. Let's see here. You'll probably hear the you'll probably end up hearing this thing drone, but you know, it's the best I can do at the moment because I don't want to film Ernie because I don't think I have permission for that. I mean, his voice is one thing, you know, and of course I did tell him that I was recording, so hopefully that covers me. I hope. Now I do kind of have to be careful here because I do got some more flower bulbs in here. Daffodils, I got daffodils, tulips, and crocuses. So, trying to be careful not to dig those up. Okay, there should be enough space. Yeah, nothing else. I think I found out why we didn't put any bulbs here. It's a little stone. I just hope I don't disturb the daffodils and tulips too much. I mean, those things come up every year. It was a project me and my mother worked on. And we put in some daffodils, put in some crocuses. I mean, that's sort of what gardening has been for me. It's been a project, you know, with my parents, with my family. I mean, when my father planted a garden, it was to put food on the table. That was why he gardened. It was something that his father always did, I guess. That or his mother. I'm not quite sure which one of the two did a lot of the gardening, although I do know my grandma's done a lot of gardening. That is on my dad's side. On my mother's side, I think it was my grandma. But I think my grandpa also did some gardening because he put this maple tree behind the camera somewhat. You know, so one of the first things I always show when I make my videos. Grandpa put that thing over 40 years ago. He's no longer here with us, but that tree still is. That's going to be slightly annoying. I just found a rock. And that's a good sized rock too. Well, the fact that there's also a number of other rocks there too. That makes things annoying. When you're digging up good sized rocks, you always see why sometimes you didn't put something there earlier. But then sometimes you're motivated enough and then it turns out that the rock ain't really that big of a deal. nothing else, I'll find out where the daffodils and crocuses are. That way. When it comes time to do some dividing, me and my mom will know where to start. Only got 2 more bulbs left. "24 bulbs, and it's taking me just a little over 20 minutes. Nothing else. And now where the daffodils and crocuses and tulips are not at. Well then, I wouldn't be too surprised if would have found them within the next shovelful. That, and I've found more than a few ants. I just hope I don't have a whole lot of cousins from them. Put some in right in here. And some more right in here. Now, I probably could have put in some more right in this little area, but you know, it's getting close to the porch. And wasn't big too comfortable for me to dig in. Let's see here. Get this closed. And we'll take a quick look around. Got a bit of a bumblebee buzzing around, I think. A lot of my raspberries are kind of getting past. Grapes are okay, but they got a bit of an invasion going on from Japanese beetles. Roses are doing okay. Everything in here is doing good. Gotta laugh. This is good. Got a good height on it considering where it started from. I mean, granted, it's not real big growth per se, like some of this. Again, where it was, not too. I'm happy. Rose is doing good. Mom's forget-me-not's doing okay. These are coming along nicely. Still a little crunchy. Okay, that one was still a little sour. But they're getting good. Roses are doing good. Blueberries are getting ripe. That one looks okay. Hopefully it fell off last night. That's okay to me. Like I said, blueberries are doing good. Roses, doing fine. These will be coming to that point where I get the lawnmower and mow them down. Same with these. Only had one flower, but it didn't exactly have a chance to flower on account of Paris. I'll probably be picking at least one, maybe two of these in a couple of days. Not quite ripe yet. Looks like it might rain. And I'm gonna have to mow the lawn. Black raspberries are doing okay back there. Same thing as the other berries I have back there. But you can say the same about the elderberries. Strawberries are doing okay. Well, the wild elderberries, the domestic ones looked okay. Most everything's doing pretty good. Well, let's take a look at this bird dog. I did some research. Turns out some people actually eat these things. You know? I mean, I suppose if it's young and tender and you cook it up with something like a ham, okay. I can see where it could take out that taste that makes you spit. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this, hit the like button, post comments, and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Goodbye.